waiting, and deciding.
Because when he wants you, running was never an option.
I'm Pixie, and this is the kind of romance where fear and desire blur until you can't tell which one you're feeling anymore.
And I'm No-No, here for the men who start as monsters. And for some, because definitely not me, somehow become the only safe place that feels like home.
This is Heat Between the Sheets, where obsession turns cruel, control turns intimate, and love is forged through fire instead of comfort.
He stalks her. He breaks her down. Then he falls harder than either of them expected.
Because sometimes the man who torments you the most is the same one who would burn the world down to keep you.
Lies. Before we step into violence, control, and the kind of obsession that bites back,
we need to throw out the warning. This show is for entertainment purposes only. It's strictly 18 and older, and yes, there will be spoilers in this episode. Again, as always.
We'll be talking brutality, captivity, power imbalance, and morally black choices. Triggers were listed at the beginning of the episode. You can always find the full list at hbtspodcast.com. This one is dark, dangerous, and absolutely not gentle.
If you can't handle the heat, don't meet the qualifications, or don't want spoilers, this is your one and only chance to break free before things get savage.
Oh, good job.
Thanks.
Still standing your ground?
Wonderful. You've been warned. This episode pulls no punches.
Don't forget to like, follow us on social media, subscribe to our channels, and share.
Absolutely, or the beast will get ya.
Good God.
Oh, you love it.
Ugh.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
I knew it was coming.
You did. So...
I knew.
Let me give you a break for a minute so you can regroup with your did you know, because that 9 times out of 10 at least comes next, unless we have a squirrel moment.
We or you?
Depends.
Okay.
Did you know that when governments see a highly intelligent person in an asylum, their first thought is not, wow, let's get them help, but rather, okay, what if we trained them to ruin lives professionally? Because history shows us that intelligence plus trauma doesn't raise concern, it raises interest.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me I'm not wrong.
I'm not saying a word.
Intelligence agencies have absolutely studied prisons, psychiatric hospitals, and institutions looking for people who already disassociate, detach, or emotionally shut down under pressure. Translation? If your brain learned how to survive chaos early, congratulations. You might be government material.
Welcome.
Oh my God. Maybe that's why I like my job so much. Therapy? Optional. Moral compass? Flexible. Trauma? Considerate feature, not a bug. And let's talk psychological warfare, because this is where it gets real cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Psychological warfare isn't about punching people. It's about rearranging their mind furniture until they don't recognize the room anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep deprivation, isolation, identity stripping, fear conditioning. All scientifically proven ways to break someone down and rebuild them into a very obedient problem solver who doesn't ask questions like, should we be doing this?
Easy day work. Just
Absolutely. Revenge fits beautifully into this nightmare, by the way.
truth.
Psychologists have found that people driven by revenge often show increased focus, reduced fear, and a higher tolerance for risk.
Well, yeah, because they have one focus: revenge.
Yes. Which sounds unhealthy, because it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
But also extremely efficient if you're trying to build someone who needs to operate without mercy.
Truth.
Trauma doesn't disappear. It just gets handed a job description.
Yeah.
So, when you see characters who are brilliant, violent, emotionally detached, and terrifyingly effective, don't call it unrealistic.
And don't date them.
Why? Call it on brand.
You're ridiculous.
Because history tells us the scariest weapons aren't built in labs. They're found in broken systems, trained by other broken systems, and unleashed with a straight face and a government stamp.
Stamp of approval.
Yes, we should get one. Yes.
Go ahead, producer daddy. Put approved right there on our website when you do this. Yeah.
Yes, and then we can do that. We can get like profiles with book boyfriends on there. And then,
Oh, yeah.
Approve
Or deny.
Deny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Maybe we could add a page like that on the website.
Yeah.
And then people can go there and see which book boyfriends are approved
and denied.
Yeah. And why.
Yeah.
Ideas.
Food for thought. Yeah.
I'm having like fun with the website, so I'm all for it.
You go ahead.
Okay, so now let's move on to today's book summary, which you're dying to read. Clearly we know how she feels about today's show. It's going to be a fun one, don't worry. I promise you. Regardless of her feelings, it's still fun.
Why I'm being like this is because we're going to be talking about, and if you have watched any episode, you have heard me say the name Javi. This is Javi's book, guys.
Yay, Johnny!
Motherfucker. All right, this is Beast by A. Zavarelli. Once upon a time, she believed in fairy tales. Okay. Till she was taken by a man who exists somewhere between a monster and a myth. He's scarred, brutal, and shaped by violence, with a soul so seeped in darkness that kindness feels foreign to him. For real, Javi. For real.
For real.
He tells her again and again that he's incapable of caring, and then proves it through cruelty, control, and psychological torment. Good God, does he ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Imprisoned in a place where sunlight never reaches, she is stripped of her former life and forced to adapt to survival under his watch. What begins as hatred slowly warps into something far more dangerous as fear. Dependency and twisted intimacy blur the lines between captor and captive. He breaks her, then teaches her how to crave his approval. Fucker. Beast is a harrowing dark romance about power, trauma, and the unsettling reality that love doesn't always grow in the light. No, it doesn't, or shouldn't even happen. Sometimes it's born in the shadows, ugly, painful, and impossible to deny. This is not a fairy tale. It's a story about a beast within, the damage done, and a terrifying pull of connection forged in darkness.
Truth. Let's talk about these main characters, shall we?
Okay.
I'll do that for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So we have Bella. Quietly resilient and painfully human, she endures unimaginable control with a stubborn will to survive, even when survival means reshaping herself in ways she never chose. No?
Continue.
I mean, we're going to elaborate on all of these people and our thoughts.
Yeah.
Javier. Javi, not really
Javi.
Also, Beast. Scarred, volatile, and forged by cruelty. He's a weapon built through torture and obedience, convinced he's incapable of love until the bond he swore he couldn't feel takes root anyway. River. Moon River. Sorry.
We're singing introductions now? I love it.
Grounded, observant, and protective, he's one of the few steady presences in a world defined by manipulation, offering loyalty without strings. Something about Moon River there.
Okay.
Ray. Bella's father and Javi's recruiter and tormentor. Calculating, ruthless, and convinced.
And convinced.
That just sounds weird. Calculating, ruthless, and convinced ends justify any means. He treats people like tools and calls it duty.
I got what you were saying there. And
Okay.
convinced the ends justify any means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
It's all right. She didn't get a lot of sleep.
Something. Luke, Bella's agent, not really agent, but
Manager, kind of ish.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, agent,
Yeah.
manager, whatever. Polished and pragmatic. He understands the industry's ugliness and navigates it with careful detachment, often blurring the line between protection and self-interest. Megan. Bella's singing partner with ambition sharpened into betrayal, charming on the surface, dangerous underneath, proof that not all wounds come from enemies. Art. Ray's co-worker at the agency, efficient, compliant, and complicit. He represents the machinery that enables cruelty by following orders and looking away. Let's talk about these.
Let's talk about this fucking book that we had to reread.
Years and years ago, I got this book for free. So it would be like part of BookBub and stuff where I get like free books all the time. And this was a free book because it falls under like the bully romance category, right? So I downloaded it. And you read this book first.
Yeah.
And you told me about it. And you were like, I hate this guy. And I'm like, oh, well, then maybe I'll like him.
Yeah.
I don't know. So you told me kind of basically you were describing this book to me. And I'm like, oh, well, let me read it and see what I think of it. So I went to go download it and discovered, well, I own this book. I'm like, oh, well, look at that. So I read it and I was like, oh, well, this isn't too bad. And then I came back and
you're like, I've read way worse, and I'm looking at you like, what?
Yeah. And I was like, I mean, I didn't love it, but I was like, yeah, this isn't like bad. Like I thought this was going to be like horrifying.
Because
like,
I had a reaction to it.
Yeah, because you were just like, you despised this man. And I was like, whoa, like this shit must be fucking dark. Okay. So I read it and I was like, so I was expecting, you know, when you have your expectations of something, so you're like, whoa, right? So clearly my expectations were like, whoa, way up here. And so when I read it, it didn't meet that like crazy. No. Because I have at that point had already read way darker things.
Yes, you have.
And since then, even more. So I was like, oh, he wasn't that bad. He was fine. And you were like, you're fucking insane. And I was like, it's fine.
And he became the catalyst to what I judged men.
Yes.
Like if he's a jobby, we're done.
Forever.
Like, yeah.
Like that name stuck forever.
Forever.
Since then. And this was years ago.
Yeah.
So, and then when we started our podcast a year ago, basically, and we were recording, we would talk, we bring up Javi.
Yeah, because
all the time.
It's going to torment me to the end of time.
And we laugh about it. So when we were talking about what book we need to do next in a recording, in our discussion, we together collaboratively had said because we said we really need to reread that book and see.
Yeah, because like now I've read way darker things. Like, how do I feel about it now?
Yeah. So I said, well, let's do an episode then on it, because people probably want to go, who the fuck is this Javi dude? Like, let's talk about it. Let's actually, sorry if I spit on you.
You go right ahead.
Let's do the episode and talk about this book and bring to light who Javi is. And how do we feel about him now, years later? Since I only read it the one time years ago.
Same,
right?
yeah.
It wasn't...
But I had such a visceral reaction to him. So like, is it going to be the same?
So at the time, because there are many books that I have in my library that I will reread and reread and reread. And I have reread dozens of times. this isn't one of the books that I have reread dozens of. I only read it the one time and moved on with my life. I own it, but it was a free book for me at the time. So when I read it the first time, it was fine.
Yeah.
No big deal to me. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. It was fine. It was just fine. Yeah, he's fucked up. Absolutely fucked up. So when we read it this time, I kind of laughed because I went, interesting. I can see now, looking back, why you hated the guy. I do. I see it. There were a lot of things I had forgotten about the book. But I still had the same feeling about it. Like, he was fine. Still fine. Like, whatever. He was all right. I had other feelings about River.
Okay.
But, yeah. So this story, let's talk about the actual story now.
Okay.
Unless you have something else you wanted to say first.
No.
You want to go into the book? Okay.
Yeah, well, let's go into this book that we've referenced a gazillion times.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you how I felt about it the second time.
I'm dying to hear this. So this story, little background, Beast, or Javi, as we know him, Javi. However you want to reference this dude.
Yeah,
Javier,
he's Javi to me.
Javi, or Beast. Any of those names are all the same person. He was taken from his village as a child and tortured, basically. Captured, basically, I don't even know, he was abused or whatever, like a slave, right?
Yeah.
And then in swoops Ray, because he works for the government, and tells him, because he sees, and he's put into like a institution.
Yeah.
He's in an institution.
Almost like a camp or prison.
Yeah.
For children, yeah.
Yeah. And this is where Ray comes into play, and he's scouting children and notices the intelligence level of Javi and starts meeting with him and giving him puzzles. Can you solve this?
Mm-hmm.
Can you solve this? And he doesn't really talk at all, right? No,
not much. Yeah,
not much. And he's like genius level in solving all of these problems. And Ray would keep coming back with new problems, and that's when he's like, "I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you."
This is what he's telling Javi. Yeah,
he builds him up into this. I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna save you. And what he does, he pulls him out of this, and in this facility that he's at is where he met River.
Yeah.
River was his like bunkmate, and River tried really hard to build a bond with him, passed him notes, like all kinds of things, because Javi was not easily trusting with anyone.
No, he didn't really talk. Like when we say he didn't talk much at all. Yeah.
Because of the abuse he endured since birth, basically birth, in the village he lived in, and it was like kind of like some kind of a Spanish town in Brazil or something, and I don't know if that's accurate. It was something like that, and so he was manipulated because Ray portrayed himself as a savior, and he really built that relationship with him as a caring person and father figure, and I'm going to save you, I'm going to help you, blah, blah, blah. And then he also had this bunkmate, River, who built that relationship with him as a bunkmate, a friend, someone he can always be there for him. So he's pulled out of this place, and he gets Ray to pull River out too. Mm-hmm. And they end up putting them in this like boot camp like thing. And that's where they basically train them to be machines, soldiers, killers. Yeah. And that's what they do. They're kept from society, from civilization, and they're kept in this locked down facility. And they're trained to kill, basically, and work for the government. And Hobby's not an idiot. He figures shit out and he gets fucking pissed.
Yep.
He's livid. He realizes, because this goes on for years, because he's like 9 years old when this happens. And he lives years and years and years like this, being trained and doing all these jobs for the government. And he, as an adult, gets out of this facility and he's like, done. Fuck this. I'm done with y'all. In civilization side of it, Ray has his daughter, Bella, who is a famous singer. And she's lonely. She thinks her dad is the greatest thing on earth. Mm-hmm. Mom's not in the picture. I don't know. I think she's passed away or she's out of the picture. I don't remember what it was. I think she passed away. And so it's just her and her dad. And her dad dotes on her, right? Has this whatever.
And then disappears.
And then all of a sudden is gone. He's disappeared. We don't know where he's at. He's just MIA. So she's worried. She's absolutely worried.
Yeah.
And Megan is her partner, and Megan is gross.
Oh.
She's gross. She's not the star of the show. She's not the star of the tour. And Bella isn't really allowed to do what she wants to do, which is play the piano and sing her stuff. And they don't want her to do that. They want her to be a pop princess.
Yeah.
And that's not what she really wants to do. So she's miserable. She hates it. She has no friends. She can't talk to anyone. It's just do what we say per industry rules. And she's not happy. She's miserable. But Megan will do whatever. She'll bend over and take it up the ass. Literally. Yeah. And do whatever they tell her. But she's not the star. And Luke, he really wants to, date and be engaged and marry and all this stuff to Bella. But she's like, no, we're not doing it.
But he's a douche.
But he's a total douche canoe. So he's banging Megan, on the side. And Bella's now on the hunt for her dad. Where's my dad? Where's my dad? So she's contacting Art all the time. Have you found my dad? Have you found my dad? Are there any clues or anything like that?
And she knows about Javi. So she's even like, I need to talk to Javi.
Yeah.
Like Javi has no idea that she knows about him because the dad told him something. Yeah. Yeah. She's a little jealous. Like, you spent all this time with Javi. You're supposed to be my dad,
Yeah. So, she had been receiving letters, right? Drawings of, is it a bird in a cage or
in black roses?
Drawings, beautiful drawings, from a mysterious person. And she didn't tell anyone. She thought they were amazing. And they were showing up at the house that she never stays at, but it's the house she lives in with her father. And whenever she would show up at the house, there were roses at the house. And she was like creeped out a little bit, but she never told anyone. And then she went to go take a bath. And when she came out, there was like a window open or something. It was always something creepy. And then it was really starting to freak her out. She's like, what the hell? Well, on the, how it's dual POV. So we're getting chapters from Beast's perspective and then chapters with her perspective, right? Well, then we see that Beast or Javi has cameras in her house. He had broken into her house and put cameras all in every room. So he sees her stripping down naked. He sees her when she masturbates. He sees everything in that house that happens. And he's pissed because he wanted his virtual day in court with Ray. He was pissed that he's gone. Like, where the fuck is that guy at? Like, I ain't done. And he was the one sending her the roses and the pictures. So he's like, well, if I can't have Ray, I'm gonna have Bella.
Yep.
So he takes Bella.
Yep.
And takes her back to his island in whatever gorgeous country he's at.
I know. I just need to go to this island.
I know. It is.
This remote island.
This remote island sounds beautiful.
Let's go there.
So when she wakes up, she wakes up chained to this bed in this green room, which is covered with vines of red roses everywhere. Just everywhere. I mean, it sounded beautiful. Beautiful bed, beautiful room, whatever. But she's chained to the bed. She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the hell? But she had been asking Art if she can contact Javier. She needs to talk to Javier because her dad had told her about Javier, and her dad always told her, Javier's dangerous. You don't ever want to be near Javier. And Art would reinforce that, no, Javier's dangerous. And I don't even know how to get a hold of him. I don't know where he's at. Only your dad knew where he was at. Well, that's okay because Javier found her.
Yeah.
Javier took her. Yeah. It's fine. So now she's there and she's like, oh my God, where the hell am I at? What happened? And she's like, you can't. And then he comes into the room and he doesn't speak to her. He doesn't speak to her for the longest time.
Yeah.
Ever, for like a really long time. When we say he doesn't talk, he doesn't talk. He doesn't speak. And she's like, oh my God, you can't leave me here. Like, people will know I'm missing. And he's kind of like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Don't even care. Like, no one's going to find us here anyway, type of a thing.
Yeah.
But again, doesn't say anything. Gorgeous house. And I think he unchains her and takes her to another room that has he strips her naked.
Yeah.
Butt ass naked. And she's like freaking out. And then he drags her to, and none of this is nice. None of this is done nicely. No. There's no romance to this at all.
There's all torture, psychological torture.
All brutality. He drags her harshly to this other room and puts her in there, and it has a grand piano or baby grand piano in there. And he basically points to it and she's like, no, there's something about it that she refuses to play the piano. And he's kind of like, well, if you won't play, then you're just going to sit in here until you do, kind of a thing. And I think he just locks her in there, butt naked, with no food or water for days. And it's dark, no light, nothing. Pitch ass black room for days. You know what happens when you're in a dark room with no sound and no light? You start to kind of lose your mind a little bit. Yeah. So, and I think when she's sleeping on cold, hard concrete, butt naked. And I think every once in a while when she's asleep is when he sneaks in water and bread type of a thing. Yeah. Like once a day. And so she starts thinking, well, I'll just kind of trick him or whatever. All these crazy thoughts start happening. And I think it takes, I don't know how many days, 4 or 5 days before she finally is like, fuck it, I'll finally play. Yeah. If that's what he wants and that's how it's going to get me out of this goddamn room, I'll play the fucking piano. So she just starts playing the piano, and that's when he opens the door. He's like, oh, finally, thank you, bitch. That's all I wanted. That's all I fucking wanted. Play the piano. So she plays the piano, and then she stops, and he's just like, oh, no, like, carry on. And she was just like, no. And he was like, all right, then. Like, he's like, closes the door. She's like, okay, fine. So she plays the piano some more. And that's really all he wanted. And so he finally takes her back to the room. And I think, doesn't he rape her at that point? I feel like he did, or he stuck toys in her or something. Yeah,
he started to do stuff to her.
It was like...
But I don't think he raped her until she was crawling in the under the fucking house or wherever the tunnels or whatever.
Dirt, yeah. So I think he had stuck like butt plugs in her. Like
he's just an ass.
Yeah, like he had done like... and again, there's no speaking. And she's constantly begging for... So, you're lonely now. You don't know where you are. She's constantly, can you reach out? Where's my dad? Did you take my dad? Do you know where he's at? And then he keeps dragging her back to the piano room because he constantly wants her to play this piano. She's not allowed to wear clothes. She's just in this room that she's locked from the outside in. There's no way to get out. He does leave her with some books she can read, but... she can't do anything. She can't go anywhere. She can't see anything. All the windows in the entire house are locked, padlocked, closed. Like it's a crazy person house. And then at some point is when River shows up, and I think she was in the kitchen at this point, and she's thinking, oh my God, this is my point. I can ask for help. Yeah. This guy can help me get the fuck out of here. And that's when she's just like, oh my God, help me get out of here. And he was like, no. Like, are you crazy?
He's like, I'm in on this plan.
Yeah. And it was bizarre. Like, he was like eating an apple and just like checking her out and like, so he got you here, huh? And she was just like, oh my God, you know about this?
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with you people? And he's like, yeah, you might as well just take it. I'll get my turn when I'm done. Like, and I'm like, oh, damn. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
So, at some point she kept finding Beast in her room.
Yeah.
And she didn't know how the fuck he was getting in and out of this room. And that's when she realized there were like trap doors in the floor. And so when he would take her from her room to the piano room back and forth, she started counting and seeing where these trap doors were down the hallway. And then she finally was able to find the trap door in her room. And she got down into the tunnels.
Yep.
And she starts running and she's like, okay, she's counting, right? And so she finally gets to one and she opens it and she ends up in a room that had, it was like a surgical room covered in old dried blood and videotapes.
Yeah.
Crazy ass shit. So she's like, what the hell? And so she had like, what is this room? Like, what is happening? Because he had told her you're not allowed in the East Wing or the West Wing or whatever.
The normal, Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, whatever it was. Like, you can't go there. And so she's in there inadvertently because she was under the house to get there.
Right.
But she's like, what the hell is this room? And finds a wall with tapes, rows and rows of videotapes behind it. She's like, oh my God. And then she hears something, so she thinks, I'm going to get caught. So she gets back in the tunnels. She goes back, whatever. He finds her in the tunnels. I'm not sure if this is the right timeline, but at some point in one of these trips under the tunnels, he figures out that she figured out the tunnels, and he gets down there and chases her ass through the tunnels in the dark. Again, there's no lights, but he knows his way. He can see in the dark because he's trained himself through all of this. Chases her down, pins her down to the ground, and that's when he rapes her. And I don't think she was a virgin, or maybe she was.
I don't remember.
I feel like she was a virgin.
Yeah, maybe, huh?
I feel like she was a virgin, so he took her that way and then carried her back up, and he did actually bathe her at this point because he was kind of like, oh.
Yeah, he goes a little... Like he's manic. very cold, but then a little hot every once in a while. So like sometimes you're like, okay, does he feel things? And then he's back to not fucking feeling anything.
It's really hard to read the guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was interesting.
His mental torment though. No.
Yeah, it was
like makes her think that it's River having sex with her, and she's mortified and screaming like he's a.
Yeah, he blindfolds her with River in the room. Oh, and this was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Blindfolds her, ties her up, and basically says, have at it, River.
Yeah.
And she is fucking freaking out, thinking that he is letting River have sex with her.
Yeah.
And she is freaking out and mortified. And she is bent over and pounded gone to Pound Town, and turns out when it's all done and said that it wasn't River, it was really him.
Yeah.
Kind of like I would ever let anyone touch you. Like, don't be stupid. Like, he totally demeans her on a regular basis, emotionally, physically.
Yeah. And you know how I feel about that.
You don't like degradation.
No.
And I'm okay with it to a degree. And this one wasn't really bad to me. It was just I don't know. It was just odd. The storyline, I think. I wasn't a big fan of the story. I think that's where my loss of appeal to it was the storyline.
Yeah.
Like, the chemistry between the two of them was fine. I was fine with it. I didn't like the storyline overall, though.
Okay.
I think that was my biggest issue. Yeah, and then, like, Ray was found all of a sudden, and then they take Javi again, and they make him and River has someone that he loves, but he's terrified. And it turns out River was like fucking in on the
Double
government.
agent, yeah.
Ever since he was a child, and they put him in the facility with Javi, and I'm like, that was weird. It didn't make sense to me, but whatever. And so he fell in love with someone, but he says if they know about her, they're going to kill her, but they have her at the facility, so we need to go take her. Blah. It just kind of got a little far-fetched to me.
Agree.
Okay, good. So that's why I was kind of like, I didn't hate it, I didn't love it. The storyline wasn't there for me. But the chemistry between Bella and Javier, I thought were fine. And of course, she ends up falling in love with him.
And you find him redeemable in the end, and I never did. Never.
You never do.
That's not true. That's not true.
Oh, because Carter
was redeemable. There's some that I find redeemable. He is not one. Javi is not one. No.
Oh my God. There's something wrong with you.
No, he wasn't redeemable.
That's because Carter Mahoney didn't do any degradation.
No.
That's why he was redeemable to you.
Maybe.
Anyone who does degradation, you are like, nope,
anything
done.
that
Off at the knees.
Javi did, like his psychological torment, fuck to the no. You are never, ever gonna get forgiven. Never. Not by me. And so reading it a second time, I was like, okay, I've read some shit now, like, you know how I feel about Calvin too. Like, I read some shit. So
yeah, and Calvin's not redeemable to you either.
No. So let's see how I feel about this guy. Even worse. Even worse. I literally
hated Javi
even worse
the second time.
Yes.
But Calvin in Descent was not redeemable. He did not do degradation either.
No.
He just raped her.
Yeah.
In your opinion.
Yeah. So no. Me and Javi, we're never gonna fucking be. I actually, at one point, because I'm living by myself. Obviously, no one's there. Stood up in the middle of my living room and screamed, "I fucking hate this guy!" I was so frustrated with this book. The second time, I had even a worse reaction to him. I hate Javi. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
That is so funny. I don't think you would like. Probably very well. The few A. Zavarelli books I've read, a lot of her main characters are like this guy.
Oh no, then no.
There's a lot of the degradation and control and possession.
No.
And I don't, and that's just the few. I haven't read like all of her stuff or a whole bunch of her stuff, but the few that I have read, that's like where they're leaning, and maybe that's because that's the ones I seek out when I'm searching.
Maybe.
I don't know. So I don't know, but, and that's freaking funny. It's just funny how, we've talked about this before, how we can read the same book and have different opinions or views or read it differently.
Yeah.
I think,
but usually I don't have such a visceral reaction to a character like I have Javi. Like, Javi did me in.
And I wonder if it's just because he was like you said, he was your first one.
Maybe.
And he's like ingrained to absolute levels of hate. And it would never matter what.
Yeah.
What. He will always be hated by you. It doesn't matter if in 10 more years we read this again, you will still hate him.
Yes. Because it's going to be the same book and he's still going to be the devil incarnate. But yes, hate this man.
Because he ends up very much protecting Bella and...
Don't even fucking care.
And takes, like, Luke is very manipulative and awful and he deals with that guy. And turns out Ray is a huge piece of shit. He exposes that to Bella, but he lets Bella make the choice. That she doesn't have to stay. Like, you can go home. He takes her home. It's your choice. And she ends up going back.
This is Stockholm Syndrome if I've ever seen it. Good
and
God.
She goes back
She's an idiot too.
She goes back. Well, that's because he was recording her playing the piano, and putting it on YouTube, and she was getting views, and all of her fans were like, oh my
her
God.
authentic self. Yeah.
Yeah. And oh my God, this is so wonderful. We want more of this. We want more of this. And that's where I think he was ended up leading towards her, bringing her back to herself. So he kind of saved her in a way in that aspect. Unintentionally, I think he did that. But that's what he liked about her, was her authentic self. And that's what she liked about herself. And that's why she didn't want to go back to the real world, was because she didn't like it there. She didn't like it there. She loved that pretty island. And when Javi...
Well, that sounded nice.
and when Javi went missing, you know, he was gone because he was on that trip.
Yeah, she's freaking out.
She didn't know where the hell he was. And I think, wasn't she pregnant?
She ends up getting pregnant, but yeah.
She was pregnant and he was gone. And so she was like, oh, she thought he was dead.
Yeah.
She thought he was dead. She was under the impression that he was dead. And that's what they had all led her to believe, because he was killed in front of her in her dad's house.
Yeah.
That's right. So when she's back at the house, the agents all come in and they kill him in front of her, and she's lost her shit. And she was just like, I'm done. I don't want to be here anymore. I hate this world. I don't want to be a famous singer, and I'm not a pop star. I'm done. And that's when her dad's like, well, you go do you, boo. Like, whatever's going to make you happy. And she's like, I'm out. And she goes and finds her way back to that house on the beautifully majestic island. And she's like, I'm just going to, and she finds out she's pregnant. She's like, I'm going to raise my baby here in this house, and I'm going to take care of it, blah, blah, blah. And she's taking care of it for a while.
Yeah.
And turns out that River helped manipulate that. He did get shot, but they shot him in a specific spot or whatever.
Yeah, he was fine.
So once he healed up, he made his way back to her on that majestic island. And she was just like, what the hell? Like, oh. And then they
make it sound so swoon worthy. No,
they live happily ever after.
They really don't, because she's in fucking hell with the devil.
They live happily ever after, and it was fine.
You don't have a kid with the devil. You don't have little Lucifer, Lucy J.
I would. He was pretty fucking hot.
It don't even matter at that point. It don't even matter.
I'm sure the sex was great.
It don't even matter.
Why?
I'd rather be the born-again virgin that I am than fucking have sex with Javi.
Yeah, I don't know.
Piece of shit.
I don't know. I mean, again, the story was meh, but the chemistry between the two of them I thought was pretty hot.
Nope.
I'm sure his dingling was amazing.
His dingling? You said dingling.
Yeah, and he was like big, and he didn't talk, so that's even better.
But then when he did, this shit that's coming out of his mouth is just straight psychological torture. So no thanks. Sit there and be quiet, fucker.
I'm a strong enough person to deal with it. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. I want to ask you some questions.
Okay.
I love hearing these answers coming out of your mouth right now. Did this feel more like a crime story with romance, or a romance forced to survive in a violent world?
Romance forced to survive, and I don't even a delusional romance forced to survive in a violent world. Like, what the fuck was this? You're both idiots. You know what? You deserve each other. So you deserve each other.
You feel like the romance, it was the violence was romanticized.
Yes. Everything was romanticized. Like, the whole fucking book was ridiculous. Like, I don't know how you didn't have such a reaction to fucking Javi like I did. Like, but I get it.
So
this is not your thing, but I'm
laughing because so this level of degradation is like, to me, this is very low level degradation.
I told you there was another book that I started reading the first chapter,
And you were like, hell no.
And they were making her like lick come off the ground, and
and I remember that.
I was like, oh.
And I said,
I'm stopping right now. I know how I'm going to react to this. So
I said it's a trilogy. I've read it a couple of times.
So degradation
off the table
not
for you.
My thing. Yeah.
And I'm just laughing, going, man, I'm really gonna have to pay closer attention to the shit I tell you you should read.
Nah. I mean, if I have to, I'll stop. Yeah, I'll stop. Like I did that. Like I stopped myself with that one.
Oh my Lord.
And yeah, I realized that this one's pretty low on the. But God, that was I think my first experience with that, and it traumatized me.
I guess
Johnny traumatized me.
Yeah, he must have. Like, because remember when we went with you were like untouchable and bully romance, and I'm looking at you like you're absolutely insane. And I didn't love Carter, but Carter redeemed himself in the end. And so I was like, okay, and I'll try some of these other ones. And then that was something totally different. And I'm like, fuck to the no on Javi. Yeah. That's why I'm still confused about you and Descent.
I don't know, Calvin.
Because I'm just like, Descent is untouchable grown up. And you're like, no, it isn't.
He wasn't degrading at all. So I don't know, but I had another reaction to him.
I know, you really did. I mean...
Well, first of all, if you're not going to listen to me when I tell you no, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem.
That's almost all of the books we read.
That's not true. 90% of the books I read, there's consent. Yeah.
I forget you read contemporary.
Yeah. So I'm okay with consent. Consent, the way to go.
Okay, I take it you have not read any other A. Zavarelli books.
Absolutely not. Now you're telling me that's kind of how her characters are? I will not read Miss Zavarelli. Mister? Is it a miss? What is it?
I don't even know.
It's probably a fucking dude. He's probably an asshole who likes to degrade his wife.
I doubt it. I'm pretty sure it's a female. So I read that. This is the other book I read by A. Zavarelli is Beautiful Torment, Empire of Kings, Book 1.
Okay.
It's a mafia book.
Okay. I like me some mafia.
You wouldn't like this one.
Okay, great.
It's the same thing. Every man in the book was virtually evil at the core and violent toward women, and it carried the same feel as this book.
Oh, no.
Yeah. However, I would recommend this one before Beast as an entry point because the abuse isn't there. Just the neglect and emotional sabotage.
What's your trauma, A. Zavarelli? Like, you need to go and lay on a doctor's couch and get it out and stop writing about this shit.
So, like I said, there's no like real degradation, but there's like neglect and emotional sabotage in this book. But like in Beast, there's the degradation and that kind of abuse that goes on. That doesn't happen in this mafia book. But it just carried that same feel.
Yeah, if you're going to be a dude...
Like literally every single man in this book was evil at his core.
If you're going to be possessive and obsessed and all that, okay, like... But treat her like the fucking queen she is. If you're going to just treat her like a fucking... You're a douche canoe, no, we're never going to get along.
Yeah. All right, so... Does Beast succeed because it refuses to soften its characters, or would a little more emotional openness have made the romance stronger?
It doesn't succeed. It's a fucking fail. Fail. So no matter what you do, fail. Kill John. You know what? Let him die in the end. Let him die. Let Bella go and raise her baby because she's an idiot anyway by herself.
Did you like Bella at all?
No. Nope.
I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't a big fan of her either.
No, didn't like her.
I didn't find her to be... I found her to be strong enough, but you know how I like my female mains really strong and stuff? She was strong to a degree, but she kind of annoyed... There was something about her that annoyed me, and I'm not sure what it was. If it was the woe is me, whiny... pop princess thing. There was something about it, about her. I'm not sure what it, and I can't pinpoint what it was about her character that annoyed me.
No, I didn't. I was not fond of her at all.
Yeah. I didn't hate her. but I didn't love
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in this book. I didn't love it. Didn't hate it.
Oh no, I hated him.
I know you hated this book, and I know you hated her
in my heart.
and hated him. But as far as her, the whole everything, there was a lot of that throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Didn't love it. Didn't hate it. Kind of just that middle of the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really hard, and I can't just like. It was this.
Pinpoint it, yeah.
It was this. You know what I mean? Hard. Really hard to say.
Yeah.
But like her other book, like I said, which was the Beautiful Torment, I enjoyed that one.
Okay.
Like I actually did. So interesting.
Good to know.
I'm not even going to ask you if you'd recommend this
Never
book.
to nobody. No, don't waste your time, energy, breath. And if you do and then you like it, don't fucking come talk to me about it. Because we won't be friends.
You can talk to me.
Talk to her.
You can talk to me.
Don't do it.
Okay, so do you think Beast is a romance about love changing someone or about love surviving someone who may never change?
I don't think it's either of those.
What the hell? It has to be about something because this is a love story. Whether you want to agree to that or not, it really is.
It's psychotic delusion is what it is that we're calling love. That's what it is.
But do you think... I mean, think about it, because you even said that this is Stockholm Syndrome, right? So even people with Stockholm Syndrome obviously have some kind of an emotional attachment. There's some kind of a bond. There's a love. There's something there, right?
Neurotic delusion. Yeah.
So, do you think that the people are changing? Or do you think the love is changing? Because he didn't think he was even capable of the love, which he ends up absolutely loving and protecting her.
In your opinion.
He does.
I mean, in your opinion. I don't call any of what he does love.
At the end, you can't even say that he loved her?
Nope.
Why?
I don't know. I just, it didn't, none of it
You
made
don't have
sense
to like
me.
that.
Yeah.
You don't have to like it, but he did because he came back to her.
I can see why you think he did, but none of it connected or made sense to me.
It doesn't have to make sense.
Yeah, it does. If I'm the one reading it, yeah. No, there's no love. There's not. This is delusion. This is a straight delusional scenario here. Like where those two in their minds probably think they love each other, but they fucking don't because they're idiots, both of them.
So this is like,
and I'm all for love, guys. So
this is me with Archer's voice, then.
yes, there you go. Whatever you say, yes.
Oh God. Okay, let's move on to our games. Then.
Okay, please. I'm trying to not be like mad about this crap over here.
It's kind of fun to watch. All right, so let's do If He Were a Meal.
Oh yes,
the feral
let's
edition.
do it.
Okay, so again, if we are, this is a disclaimer.
Yeah,
We're not affiliated or supported or sponsored by any fast food chains or restaurants or anything that we name, if we name any at all.
I didn't even do chains. I just did a food. Yeah.
Perfect. Just in case.
Yeah.
Covering my ass.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to read a prompt, and then we're going to describe the MMC as a specific food that matches the energy. Okay?
Okay.
Number 1. The MMC overall.
Blue cheese. Pungent and bitter. Yes. Nailed it. What do you say?
A rare blood red steak. Not for everyone. Definitely dangerous if mishandled, but powerful, grounding, and unforgettable if you know what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 2. Fucking blue cheese. I can't get that out of my fucking head now. That's all I'm going to see is his face covered in blue cheese.
Good.
Thanks. Number 2, his violence.
Okay, this is It's actually a food. It's a Spartan food called black broth. And it's blood, pork, salt, and vinegar.
I can just see every food you list in regard to him is going to be fucking awful.
Yep.
Everything.
Pretty much.
God damn it.
Like,
okay.
This is going to tell you how I feel about this book. So,
okay.
There you go.
I went with straight whiskey. Burns going down, no warning, no apology, and it leaves damage if you underestimate it.
Truth. Good
All
one.
right. His protectiveness.
Plain Greek yogurt, because it's nutritious but bland. That's all it is. You eat it just because you gotta get some nutrition in you, but it's bland as fuck.
Hey!
I'm not bitter at all, guys.
Noticed. I just did a cast iron skillet meal. Heavy, unyielding, built to take heat. Once you're inside that protection, nothing's getting through. Yeah, that's how I see it.
Delulu.
I live like that. We know this. We know I'm delusional.
Delulu.
His silence.
Turkey dinner. It makes you fall asleep because please just go away. Yep, fall asleep. That's how he is. He's just a turkey dinner. You just want to fall asleep and make him go away. That's what I want anyway. Or something like that, so it just make you go away because I'm night-night.
Oh my God, I said black coffee, no sugar.
You want to stay awake for it?
Bitter, stripped down, and honest. He doesn't soften it for anyone, but it keeps him standing.
Okay.
His tenderness when it shows.
Rice cakes because there's nothing really there.
I hate you. I said warm bread torn by hand. Simple, rare, and meant only for the people he trusts enough to sit at the table.
Which is nobody.
Exactly. It's like one person.
Nobody.
River. Because she will sit on the floor.
He's ridiculous.
She'll sit on the floor where she belongs.
Oh, see?
His trauma.
Peanuts, because 20 to 25% of children with peanut allergies will outgrow it. He needed to outgrow that fucking shit. Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're going to go there?
Yes. And this is usually the hill you die on.
Yeah.
This is usually, no, him, he needed to outgrow that shit. No.
Oh, yeah, no. Jesus fucking Christ. I said burnt ends. Overcooked by survival, scarred by fire, but still carrying flavor. Pain that never fully leaves. His love style. Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
A pufferfish, because it contains deadly toxins to humans.
I just said eating with his hands.
Oh, okay.
Messy, instinctive, possessive. Once he chooses you, there's no distance, no decorum. Their relationship dynamic.
This is called the chobster. This is a chicken stuffed with lobster. It's a thing.
Okay.
The chobster. Because it just shouldn't exist.
I just said a slow roasted cut of beef cooked low and long. Tough at first, demanding patience, but deeply satisfying once it finally gives. Keep next. The danger he brings.
Bacon, because it's considered bad for your heart health.
I love it. I said a ghost pepper. One bite changes everything. Exhilarating, painful, and not something you recover from easily. You have to agree you won't recover from that.
Yeah, no.
And you hate this one. The HEA.
Yeah, but I love my answer.
Okay.
Raw oysters makes most people gag.
Oh my God. I said a heavy, protein-rich meal eaten in silence. No celebration, no softness, just survival, strength, and staying. Okay, number 2, game 2.
Okay.
Would you rather, Feral Edition?
Okay, I got some for you too.
Oh, good. Would you rather be protected violently or left alone safely?
Left alone safely.
Oh, I would like to be protected violently, please. Thank you.
All right, would you rather build a happily ever after on a foundation of lies or a tragic ending that leaves you broken but free?
Broken but free.
So you don't want to live on a throne of lies?
Nope.
I do agree with you. Yeah.
Would you rather love a dangerous man or a safe one you don't feel?
Dangerous.
Amen, sister.
Yeah,
We're
I'd
going to
go
love
dangerous with
dangerous
that.
men. I mean, if I'm going to be protected violently, why wouldn't I love a dangerous man to go with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you rather be trapped in a luxurious, isolated mansion with a scarred, volatile man who holds a grudge against your family, pretty much aka Javi, or be forced to live on the run knowing that you're being hunted by an obsessed, dangerous killer? So live where you're like hated by a horrible person, or be on the run knowing there's a killer after you?
I'll just be on the run.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'll just be on the run.
At least you have a shot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather see him lose control once or never see his softness?
Lose control once. Let's see it.
Absolutely.
Let's see it. Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully it's not on, like, me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you rather fall for a beast who is cruel, but his words are fiercely protective, or fall for a prince who is charming, but holds a dark secret?
What was the first one?
A beast who is cruel with his words, but he's fiercely protective.
The first one.
Oh, no. I can deal with some dark secrets. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, you can run your mouth all you want. I'll just slap it. Like I can't fucking put you in your place. We're good.
Oh, I like it.
Would you rather be feared by others or vulnerable with him?
Vulnerable with him.
How many more do you have?
I have two more.
Okay.
Would you rather live a safe, boring, loveless life, or live a terrifying, dangerous life filled with intense passion?
Oh, yes. Intense passion. We're going to go with danger and passion.
I guess. I
We'll
don't love
take
that
it.
answer, though. Yeah. I would rather have love with intense passion than
If
just
I was
completely
like in my
loveless.
20s, which I really am,
Yeah.
I forget.
Oh, yeah. You mean now?
Now, I would have said that first one. But, you know, I'm practically on my deathbed now, so let's just go with the danger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah. I can see what
Fuck
you're
it.
saying. Yeah.
Would you rather love the beast or walk away untouched?
Walk away untouched. Bye. Bye, Tommy. Would you rather be in a relationship where your partner forces you to beg for his affection, or be in a relationship where the partner constantly tests your loyalty through intense manipulative games?
Oh, fuck that one. I'm going to take the first.
You're going to beg? You're going
Yeah.
to beg for it?
I'm not, yeah.
I think I'd rather go through some manipulative games.
No. I'm not playing with manipulation.
Okay.
I don't like either one of those.
I don't really either,
I
yeah.
did not care for either
Yeah.
one of those.
Thank you. Good.
Those were shitty choices.
Oh, poor thing. Kind of like this book. It's a shitty choice.
Thanks for joining us today with Beast by Zavarelli, and we'll see you next time.